nosy neighbors, dirty dishes. These presents jive vicious. We was born with the dog in us.
And it's real.
Talking to you.
Like, cause you don't want everybody to hear the conversation. I get if they're doing it honestly, because you want everybody to hear the conversation. But if you just doing this, be blatantly doing it, nah. And people actually do that.
That's crazy.
Crash, you look like you do that.
No, I don't.
Be right next to me and text me. What's the next song? Fuck, just ask me, nigga.
Shut the fuck up song. That's just...
What are you
I'm
talking
gonna do
about?
that right now.
Yeah, I mean, before I used to like coach a lot of the high school girls, the high school that I graduated from in Brooklyn, and I used to be able to, work out with them a lot more. And because I love the game of basketball, it was more so me working out instead of coaching them, because I love the game of basketball. So it was more so like, all right, well, now I know that they got practice at 5 o'clock. I would go there, work out with them, get it running, but then I still have to coach. So it'll take me away from actually putting in that workout, unless they're going to the gym and they got gym time. Then I'll get in the gym and show them, how we used to work out before, whether it's, doing military press, wall sits, squats, etc., and running with the medicine ball and stuff like that. Just to get them in the habit of, because every time I cursed on the court, I had to run with a medicine ball, and that was kind of, I stayed with the medicine ball because I kept cursing. So but that was a discipline for me. I mean, it didn't stop me from cursing, but
Like, just great.
it didn't stop me from cursing at all. And a lot of people look at me strange, but when I was in high school, I used to smoke a lot of weed, and I felt like it helped me with my asthma working on the court. And people look at me like, no, that's crazy. No, that's not it. Well, it is it, because I smoked every day.
They don't know.
Before practice, I smoked before, and after. And I'm not saying I'm not condoning it, but that's just how my body took to it.
And people need to know, as well as having asthma, that's a large population in the fitness world. Like, personal trainers work with, like, we actually can work with people with asthma, and a lot of people don't know that. Like, they like, I got asthma, I can't do those things. But yes, you can, just on a smaller magnitude. You can still work your muscles, you can still get cardio in. But when you're working with a personal trainer, they can lessen that for you. So don't think just because I have asthma, I can't work out. Yes,
I think that's an excuse.
It's because there's different types of asthma, and people, I got asthma. All right, well, what kind of asthma do you have? They don't even know what kind of asthma they have because they're not in tune with themselves. Some people don't even go to the doctor, to know what the hell is going on with them. So, it just goes back to, making sure that, you're taking care of yourself, having that self-love to.
I would love it if you guys get some like youth sporting teams out. Like, cause I'm big on the youth here, like, and I like to tell people that, cause basketball still trained me to be the woman that I am today. And a lot of people think because you're dribbling the ball, that's all you're doing. No, it conditions you to have respect for your elders. It conditions you to shut the fuck up when somebody's older than you talking, because my coach didn't play that, right. And if you want something, you have to work for it. There's a lot of backstory to playing basketball that you just have to know and be conditioned. Like, my parents, if you're not doing good in school, I'm not buying your uniform for this year. You're not playing AAU basketball if you're doing bad in school. Like, I need you to do good in order for you to get things. So it teaches you life lessons as you're involved with sports. So I try to get everybody that I'm around, and they got kids, I tell them all the time, put your kids in some type of activity. Do not have your kids sitting home on electronics. It's good for them to be aware of it and know how to use it and utilize it, but let them play with other kids. Some kids get around other kids and they get real into themselves. They won't talk, and I'm like, it's you. The parent be like, oh, my child is acting stuck up. No, it's you.
Your child bring with a disease or something.
Engage those kids. Like,
right.
I just signed my son up for baseball, and my daughter, she's doing dance class. Cause
I saw her with a little ballerina. Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah, I saw that.
But it's like, I eventually too want to go to the middle schools and get in there and work out with them, because I know physical education in the school system, especially in Baltimore County and Baltimore, is boring. Like,
right, and then they're cutting the fundings.
Yeah.
And I
don't want to be one of those personal trainers either that charge all out of pocket. Now, when I start training, maybe the stars, maybe they got it. But people in our community, no, I'm not about to rip people's heads off just because they want to get healthy and money is the only thing keeping them from not getting healthy. I don't want
Right.
to be that type.
It's
know?
awareness, you know.
And believe it or not,
And your
the
blessings
coaches,
will come. Your blessings will
your
come.
coaches
tenfold.
are like I shout out all my coaches for being there for me because you're around your coaches way more than you're around your parents growing up because you're into the sport.
You are.
Sometimes you in summer camp, you doing all these things, so your coaches become your parents. So I shout out to all the trainers and coaches that spend like valuable time with someone else's child, like because it it's a lot, to spend a lot of time with your child, somebody else's kid that's not even yours. You're like, so shout out to those trainers and those coaches, because if it wasn't for my coach, I probably would be, knocking people out, fighting all the time, because that's what I was doing. And, my coach made sure that, she tried to do her best in regards to getting me in the gym and making me do things that are productive. So, if you guys can, definitely take hold of the youth in Baltimore, because y'all see what's going on. We ain't gotta sugarcoat nothing. Y'all see what's going on in Baltimore. If they not being a stripper or a rapper or wanna be a basketball player, but they don't have the grades for it, they give up on life. And that's real shit. People in other states think that is like, oh no, they can't be that extreme. Yes, it is that extreme. Like some kids, they feel like if they can't be the next, Lil Uzi Vert or the next Migos or the next Nicki Minaj or Beyonce, they don't want to do anything, and they give up on everything.
Word.
Like, but
it's either that or the streets. That's how they look at it.
Right, because it's so easy to be involved in the streets because the ratio of so many people that are either like gangbanging or in the streets doing crazy shit is higher than somebody who actually want to go to college or want to, like, nobody's gonna say, yo, let's go to study hall.
No.
They're not saying that. Like, and if you do say that, you say it on the low, you whispering it, or you probably texting somebody and saying it, but you're not willingly just saying, yo, bro, you not yelling down the block, yo, you going to study hall? Let's go. Like, you're not doing that. Like, you're not doing that. And that sucks, because I'm big on school. Like, I'm a nerd. So I would love to see that, you guys.
I think the dances definitely would be something the schools would definitely take to. Because, especially like the kids, like
Twerking.
the young,
Get out of that realm.
the elementary schools, like, because that's the thing, when it comes to the kids, to get them active. You can't go outside, during this time of the season where, the weather's cold. What are they doing in the gym? I don't even know what they're doing in the gym. They make them, like, my son goes to school and he's in 5th grade, and they go to the gym one day a week for about 30 minutes, and that's it. So, like, if you're not engaging your children and what your children are doing in school, if you're not engaged with your kids in the school to know what they're doing, then they're going to come home, and if you're not making them go outside, or like how we grew up, like, you didn't stay in the house. You was forced to go outside. You go outside and you come back inside before the street lights come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's not happening at home, then your kid is a couch potato, and they watch TV, and they're a YouTube bandit, and they watch Ratchet TV. I don't watch TV. I don't own cable. I don't have nothing. I got Netflix.
Isn't that a big awareness of obesity too? The fact that kids are being couch potatoes now, and they're not, like, because now it seems like every kid that go in the hospital or something like that, they're told that they're obese because of their age and their size, and because all they do is stay home. So I know, like, being around people that's in the medical field, like, they say, if you're this age and you're this height or some shit, like, and it's all, like, works together. And I look at the numbers and I'm like, holy shit. Like,
but isn't that a form of abuse?
How so?
For me, it's because you're sitting here feeding your kids all this food, seeing them year after year gaining weight, giving them soda, McDonald's, burgers every night, just because I know you're busy. You want to put something quick on the table and not nutritious. And then when they end up going to middle school, 300 pounds, who's to blame when they're getting bullied?
No, it is abuse.
Abuse.
In that way,
To me,
I thought you were
abuse.
saying more so when the doctors tell them that they're fat. No,
No.
That is abuse. It's a form of neglect. It's neglect. And you know what I'm saying? If you're not doing, your child is supposed to go to the doctor every year to get their, cholesterol and things tested. And, recently, I think back in December, I took my son to the doctor, and they said that he's a little above weight for his height or whatever the case may be.
And he's
but
so small.
he's small. So in my family, the kids, they start small and then they sprout, and they sprout big. And on his mother's side of the family, everybody over there is 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". So I don't expect, he's going through his phase. He's me right now, and then the other side's gonna kick in, and he's gonna grow, and that's cool. But that doesn't, negate me from doing my job to make sure that he's doing, even the doctor, they told me that, and it's like, okay, well, what do I need to do? Let me talk to the nutritionist. Even if it's a little bit of a thing, it's something that can become very big if you don't pay attention to it. So let me just get with them real quick, get this information and apply it in some way, shape, or form. And kids, they love to eat, but they don't understand that they're not hungry. Like, you're not hungry. You're eating because the food is there. You're not eating because you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good. And so that's every time I feed my son nowadays, I'll be like, you don't have to eat all of that, right? I'll make the plate. You don't have to eat it all, right? You can eat it later. I know, and eat the whole shit. I know. And can I have some more? No. And the look on his face is just like,
we gonna jump into another track. It's by a female artist called Manye, titled "Slow." You gotta check this one out, Cheyenne.
Man.
You gotta listen to this one. You gotta taste. You gotta
taste this.
You gotta taste this one.
Make you work.
No Sugar Radio.
Slow it down, I can't wait for your body now. I want you to slow it down, loving the way we love. Slow it down, I can't wait for your body now. I want you to slow it down, loving the way we love. Laying on up on your body, love the way you feel, the way you touching on me, kissing me up from my head to my feet. Always say you're hungry, then you know what to eat. But it's on, it's on, it's on. And we gon' go all night long, night long, night long. Go inside, I never try to hide the way you make me feel when you hit it from behind. Flip me over, then you say wine, baby, wine. Like I'm from Jamaica, calling it the dirty wine. No, no, no. We gonna take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. Slow it down, I can't wait for your body now. I want you to slow it down, loving the way we love. Slow it down, I can't wait for your body now. I want you to slow it down, loving the way we love.
Hey, this is your girl Manye, and when I'm in Baltimore, I'm listening to No Sugar Radio.
Hey, hey,
Tell me it feels some
Manye.
kind of way.
Manye. Manye. Shout out to Manye. Go follow her on Instagram. You'll find her Instagram on our No Sugar Radio page. She's a dope artist out of DC area. Dope artist, man. That's all I'm saying
I
about
don't
that.
think we
man.
got
So,
too many.
that's-
I don't think we don't mess with nothing that's I mean, it's all
That's
A1
hot. Look, we got
around
hot
here.
fitness
We
people
getting
in here.
exclusives,
You know,
everything.
Cheyenne is on fire. I don't
Today.
like. She on fire. I ain't never seen her like this before. She's
This
just
is me.
Yeah.
I mean,
We getting
this is
the
what you
new
get.
We
her.
only get it on the live. Like now it's here.
right
It's
now.
live,
It's here.
live.
It's
I
live.
kind of
It's
want
really
you to go
live.
back on live.
Like take you and put you in the phone. And put you
We
back
ain't
in
we
there.
ain't
If
apply
you're
for
looking
this.
for a fun, if you're looking for a fun personal trainer who's gonna work out with you, motivate you, like be your friend, you can call me. Like, girl, I got a burger. Should I put it in my mouth and say no? And I'll be there.
Put
for
it
you.
in
Like,
my
I just
mouth
wanna
and
work
say
out
no.
too. I got goals too, so I just feel like if you're looking for a trainer who actually works out with their clients to get them more motivated and train them seriously and get results, then holla at your girl Buns and Guns.
Gets
On
results.
Instagram, Facebook, Cheyenne Jackson.
So I have a big question for the both of y'all. Why
And-
should someone choose
Oh
a
shit.
trainer over just working out by themselves? Like, what are some
Because
perks?
when you go to
like,
the gym, it's like going to the mall not knowing what you want. You look around, you see all this equipment, you see things that you can do, but you really don't know what to do. And then you don't know how many reps you should do, or the form you should do, or which way should I take it. When you go in the gym with a plan, something written out, you like, dang, I have to stick to this. Like 12 reps, I have to, make this work. So going in the gym without a plan is just like going into the world without a plan. I mean, it won't work.
Okay.
damn.
I think more for like form too, cause you can hurt yourself easy if you don't know what you're doing.
Tear something, tear a
easy to
muscle
hurt
or
yourself.
something?
Like with
Have a whole
squats,
fucking weight
like
on your chest.
especially with squats.
Yes.
Like a lot of people don't do squats the right way.
Yeah. They don't know how to go
But it
down. They
takes
don't
time.
go
It
straight
takes time.
down.
And
Yeah, it
don't think
takes
just
time.
because you seen one person do it, you're going to get it off top. No, it took me like a year to get the squat down and how your form is supposed to be, because I had someone in my ear kept saying form.
Yeah.
Jess?
So again, that go back to having an
Was that
AP.
Jess? Was that
Yeah,
Jess?
that was Jessica.
Oh, okay.
So you
Okay.
can tell them, what they're doing right or what they're doing wrong, and just
So you don't hurt
constructive
yourself, too.
criticism. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hurt them either, because they
And
gonna
it's
be
so
there.
easy to fucking tear a
Easy.
muscle.
Ooh,
It's so
so
easy.
easy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Especially if you're not eating right or drinking water. It's so easy for you to. Oh, I'm cramping up. Oh, Charlie horse, I'm doing this. Like, cause you're not either stretching. That's another thing. Like, people don't even stretch. They get in the gym and they so hype. They get on the machine. Like, yo, did you stretch? Yeah, cause like I don't know if that's a thing. They get in the gym. Oh God, I'm here. Like,
Yeah,
and I'm
stretching
like,
is the most important part of the workout because you want to stretch so that way you can prevent your muscles from tearing. You can slow down the buildup of your lactic acid in the muscle because that's what causes the pain in it.
Right.
As well as you want to get the nutrients to the cells to be able to have the energy to get the workout going. So
Right.
working out is so important and cooling down.
Yeah,
because
Cooling
too,
down.
yeah.
usually after you cool down, you have a lot of adrenaline left in you. So you want to get that
Get
out
that
of
heart
you.
rate down.
Get that heart rate down in a safe way.
Yep, and then so when they jump on the machine, they don't know what they're doing. Like, you have to warm up to stretch, and they don't understand. They just jump into the workout.
You can hurt
I
yourself.
mean, you can
like
hurt
that.
yourself
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that too. You have to, you go and you maybe do 4.5 on a treadmill. You walk, do a 10,
Just get
15
it
minute
going.
walk just to get your heart rate to a certain level. Whatever works for you, whatever allows you to break a sweat. That's the key. If you're breaking a sweat, that means you're actually doing something.
and then you start
Eh,
running.
No. That, no. When you start, no, you see, that's why you're gonna be fucked up in the gym.
I don't like the treadmill. I will walk past the treadmill all
you
day.
Go
I
on
don't.
the treadmill.
I
Would
hate
you rather
treadmill.
work out outside and run?
I like outside.
Like
I
go
like
to a
outside.
track
I
and
feel
run.
like
A lot of
running
people like outside.
running track,
I
like
just-
I
I'm
condition
like,
myself to like I see like 4 laps around the track is a mile, so like that's
Yeah.
how my coaches they tell me you run. It's more so a mind thing for me. The treadmill, I'm just in one place. I don't feel like I'm reaching my goal, and then I got to keep covering it because now I'm looking at the numbers. It's too much going on. I just want to be able to run and just clear my mind. I feel like running and trying to, I don't know, it was corny, but like I would try to outbeat the birds that's flying next to me. Like
Little stuff
stupid
like that
shit.
helps.
Motivation.
Little stuff like that
Stupid
helps.
shit like that. But
Motivation.
it helped
Right.
me. Like, but some people on my team would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you trying to, you never gonna do
Looking at
it.
the birds,
But
shit while
I
you running.
feel in my mind that I know I could do it. It's a mental thing. I guess it's just knowing. And my coach knew the type of workout I like because I was just so like, no, I don't want to do it. And then he sat me down and was like, what's the problem? Like, you don't like to run? He's like, I see you run all day in the game. It's not that I don't like to run. It's just, I feel like the treadmill is boring. Like, you got to know your team. You got to know the players on your team. And he noticed that, and he's like, okay, well, you're going to run, the guard's going to run outside, and the team was willing to do, to compensate for running in the gym, they would want to run outside, and then I think that the time goes by a little bit faster too. When you outside, that's just me.
Especially music. Like, who can work out without music?
Nobody.
Right.
Like,
Not anymore.
Like running
I
suicides and
working out
stuff.
without music, I have
like,
to go
I gotta
all the
be
way back home
motivated.
just to get my headphones.
And I'm
which is
competitive.
not good.
So like if I'm like running on the track, I'm competitive. So if I'm like if I know I gotta beat this person, you don't really know that you're working out until you because coaches, they have a way of trying to they say, okay, well, the first person that hits the line first. As you're running, you don't know that he's really doing it to get you to work out and get you to trim down, but you doing it because you really want to beat this person. And then after a while, you be like, oh shit, he made me run like 30 suicides. And I ran them because I wanted to be the first one, but not knowing that was all the part of his plan to get you to be fast, be fast and quick and lose the weight so that way you can do the moves and run the plays the way he wants you to run them. So, it was to me now I look back, I'm like, oh shit, they brain fucked me the whole time in college and in high school. But, I just feel like just knowing the people that you working out with and knowing the players on you, on your team is I think that's very important. Like you guys mentioned, like knowing the individual. Everybody is not gonna eat broccoli. Everybody's not.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody is not the same when it comes to
Everybody's
fitness. Somebody might look at you and say, "I want her body. I want to do this," or I might look at somebody and say, "I want her body." But everybody's body is different, and how you achieve that goal or get there is different. So again, that's why you should get a personal trainer. Because they can actually help you and lead you to that way. Break it down for you simple. You just pay them. They'll do it for you, basically. Pay them.
Some people you don't even have to pay. They'll do it because they
wanna
it's
do
just
it.
a conversation.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared to have that conversation because you got to face yourself when you have that conversation. You fucked up.
And you can't be trying to get over people. Like some people, they have the money to pay these trainers.
They do.
Come on, if they taking out the time to actually train you, don't do that and take advantage and say, okay, I know that this individual is a nice person and they like what they do or they love what they do and they just want to, oh, no, I don't really have it. But they see you on Instagram doing other shit. And it's like, don't do that. Like, if
do you
people
charge per class or do you have monthly setups?
I do both. I do both. So, like, if
nice.
somebody can't, afford the month, just drop in. Then some people just want to try it who never tried it. Like, I do, most time I do, like, first time free.
Yeah,
just
that's
to
right.
let you, just to
Feel
let
it
you
out
see
for
if you'll
yourself.
like it or not, if you want to come back.
Right. So they can't put on like a different frontal wig and come
That's all
back.
like
Come back.
face mask, come
A bunch of makeup, now they're a different person.
Oh damn!
So
That's
Like,
you-
hold up,
are
no,
you
I got a
personal
twin,
trainer
man. That was my
too?
brother.
Personal trainer too.
So
yeah.
which one do you like more? Like personal training, actually, or group training?
I like both, really. I like both. Cause I like the one-on-one. Well, they both are kind of similar to me, cause I just like seeing the results, and I just like seeing the person's reaction in their faces when they, like, a couple months from, they be like, "Damn, I didn't know I could do that." You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
So how do you personally deal with people who complain throughout the whole workout? Like, what do you give them for motivation?
shit.
I
Yeah.
don't really have too many people that complain.
It's
Get out.
dancing, man.
Right.
The training either, like
Okay.
with the dancing, they just like
Yeah,
they
it's
just having
dancing.
fun.
Fun, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but the
But if
the
you
one
ask
on
them to
one.
get down, do 20 burpees or something, or do this.
Oh, they do it. I just like
They
like
do it.
Like that's the thing. Like with the burpees, I even do that in my dance class. Like
Mhm.
I mix songs like
Exactly, yeah.
I mix it all in together.
So you see, you mind fucking people, man. That right there. You
Like
mess
candy
around.
You
burpees.
making, but
Yep.
also you get
Yep.
the good workout
Yeah,
too.
same
And they don't know what these workouts look like. Because
Right.
they don't even dance. So like
It's
just nothing
just their
to them.
favorite song, and they like, oh, I like,
They
oh.
like,
drop
yep.
down, touch your toes, and then
See, that's the
put your
thing.
feet out. Like
That's the thing. The song gets them because they love the
Exactly.
song. So
Yeah.
they're gonna do whatever really because they love the song so
I'm gonna
much.
break me the fuck out of this.
You know what I mean?
And how many calories per class usually do your clients burn?
Like I say around 700 to 800.
See, that's the amount you would
Ooh.
want to burn.
Oh.
kill
Like
yourself.
per class.
Kill
A
yourself.
song is only 3 minutes. Hold up.
Is it,
The
you
class
got it on
is
loop?
multiple
And-
songs, right?
And my
Supposed-
class is like 45 minutes.
So you got loop
Oh,
songs?
so you got a whole bunch of songs.
Is 3,200.
Yeah, 45 minutes. I do like.
Because the song is like 3 minutes.
But
to-
see,
of
right. So you
average
say
song.
I don't count the warm up and the cool down.
1,200
Right.
calories.
Okay. Yeah. So that's like 10 minutes in itself. Both.
Like you said, 3 minutes per song.
Okay.
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 So each one. So I like, and I keep the playlist going, so it's no breaks.
Okay.
Let's go one.
You
two
just keep
nuts.
going.
But people could take breaks when they want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know what I
But
mean?
you just
One
keep
pound
on.
equal
I
how many
keep
calories?
going. Just keep going.
So does the
Right.
songs change? I guess in varying intensities.
Like I said, I do all kind of music. I do like Chris Brown,
mhm.
Rihanna. I do like trap music, like everything. Like yeah, that's the thing. Like I like.
I
to
would
keep it
love
up.
to see a gangster in his class getting crazy. Getting crazy.
He in that crip walking.
Right? Like, I
Must have
was.
sweat.
That's not part of the routine. Look, motherfucker, let me do what I do. I got this.
His footwork is crazy. He'll kick the shit out
Have you
you.
ever been invited out to parties? Like, Mac, I just want you to come out dance at my parties.
You gotta find a market for you, man.
So do you guys even dance? Do y'all,
I do.
What
you mean, like
I
go-
do.
You go out, do y'all sit on the wall and let the girl?
Nah, I'm
go
a
to the
dancer.
bar.
I don't play that.
Yeah,
I don't
cut
play
the
that. I don't
floor
like
up.
people dancing better than me. I don't like none
You
of
be
that.
downtown. I know you're from New York, so you be really doing
Nah,
That's-
I don't
that's
be.
seen
That's
it.
I don't Wu Tang. That's
They seen it
Jersey.
a lot of
Jersey
parties.
Wu Tang. I know how to Wu Tang, but that's Jersey right there. That's Jersey. We you know, I'm more of a dance hall. Like I you know, I'm more of a. Or,
Fuck floors up around here.
it. Okay.
I don't know about Crash. I know
sit at
that
the
you
bar,
know.
and I live at the bar.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm
Crash, I know
cool
kind
at
of
the
about
bar.
Ty. I know a lot about Blaine and Troy. What about you? Like, what does your background come from?
Oh, shit.
Hold
on, wait, time out. You gotta. This
Oh,
is
shit.
something.
Yeah, my background was I'm the
Here we go.
you know I got both my parents, they stay together. I was always the wild boy. You know, I was always the one jumping, you know, bikes off of buildings, trying to skateboard, stuff like that.
When?
This is when I was younger.
No, what I'm
This
talking
is
about
like-
as far as the music. How did you get into?
Oh, the
doing
music,
dance?
honestly, like the music, even this, like,
Yeah.
when it comes to the radio show,
Are you
it's
a
like,
producer
I've always been an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Like, since the day I was born. Like, my first hustle was me selling candy that I stole from the candy store at an elementary school. That was, like, my first hustle. But, like, I've always, like, been in the music, like, growing up listening to, like, Tupac, Biggie, KRS-One, stuff like that. I always had, like, even my mom would tell you, like, in my basement, I always kept, like, receivers, like, old speaker receivers,
You always
turntables.
wanted to do radio.
It wasn't even that. It's like it was just music. Period. I was always drawn into like just having gadgets and stuff like that, speakers, radio, stuff like that, whatever. And I actually, me and my brothers just playing around. Actually had like a little fake radio station set up in the basement one time. We actually we act like we were artists coming in the show, doing stuff like that, whatever. And before I came up with this idea, I thought about that. Like maybe that's what I really want to do. Maybe I need to be on a radio show, be a radio host. So I said, you know what? It was actually my cousin's dream. It was something we supposed to have did together, but he kind of like just.
So did the
No, he-
universe send you like Blaine, Ty, or Troy, or did you already know each other?
Well, we knew each other prior to this, but even with that, it's like, you know, I had the idea. It's kind of like just looking at people on social media that's dealing with people around the world. They don't want to tell the truth. They don't want to deal with everybody's so sensitive. So like when I seen, you know, Blaine, you know, he does his live feeds. You know, I seen Ty. You know, I actually met her at one of the events we was actually doing network marketing with. And I met her at that time. And, you know, just hearing them speak, like, it was just straight raw, straight uncut, just straight to the point. And I'm like, yo, I get that. I dig that. Like, more people need to be like they are. So what happened was, I just, out the blue, came with the idea, like, yo, I think we should I want to start, like, just something for people to see, okay, like, what y'all saying is not enough. What y'all think about is not enough. Y'all not getting down to the truth. Y'all cry too much. Y'all making all these complaints, but no results. Like, y'all not doing anything. So what happened is I actually seen one of Blaine's live feeds. I seen all the like the interaction was going on, and like he really had people in their feelings, but he was telling the truth. I'm like, bro, I just hit him up in the inbox. Like I ain't know what he was gonna do. I just like, look, bro, I got this idea. I'm trying to do this radio show. It wasn't even a radio show time. It was like just the internet podcast. I want to do this little live talk show, whatever. What's up? You trying to get on it? And I was even surprised when he said, yeah, bro, let's do it. I'm like, what? For real?
And look how easy a plan starts.
Right.
Look how easy it starts, you know, and all you have to do from there is just make it happen.
Now, as far as Troy go, me and Troy actually grew up in the same neighborhood. I knew him back since high school. So it's like we go, like I used to actually be his artist manager. So like I said, I was always into some form of music. Like even when I stepped away from it, like my actual background is being a mechanic. I like hands-on stuff, building tables, doing construction. That's my main thing. That's what I really like to do. Mainly is mainly towards cars. Like I'm a complete car geek when it comes to cars. We can talk about cars all day long. But it's like it always go back to the music. I used to put sound system in people's cars, all that stuff. So it always go back to the music.
Okay.
And look at him now.
Look at me now.
Nah, he got a board in front of him. Shoot.
I thought you knew how No Sugar Radio was formed already. I thought you knew.
Well,
that.
I said that's why I said I knew you guys, but I didn't know about him.
Oh,
Nobody knows about
I
him.
didn't even
Right.
put you in the post.
He's the dark. Yeah,
I'm
we
the
said
secret.
that. He's the dark horse of every.
because she didn't know. Because
Nobody knows.
you know, well, we started from the bottom, no sponsors, no nothing. So,
Right.
you know, everything was out of pocket. We didn't want anybody to basically say that they did for us, and that was, and that's because you know how the world is. Like everybody wants to, oh, I did this for you, I did this for you. So we figured we invest in something that we believe in, and with that investment, hopefully everybody else would believe in it as well, because we invested a lot of money. These mics and these laptops and these boards they're not cheap. And so we figured, you know, we invested in and hopefully our family would jump on board and support, because supporting ain't just sharing a damn like post. Like I just need everybody to understand that. Like,
But again, if I'm already supporting 2 or 3 people, I can't support 50 people. Man.
Right.
like
Come on.
I mean,
Like I don't. That's all my money if I support 50 people.
Yeah, but
like
the
not
support-
just
the
not
support
just
doesn't
money.
have to be money.
You know,
that's
it's
the thing. Like you know, people lose sight of that. That's the first thing they think
Right.
of when you hear the word support. We have a big thing. We don't have fans. We have supporters. We don't want fans, because when you have fans, that means you get a lot of the negativity that comes with having
no
fans.
goddamn fans.
We want supporters, because supporters help you build. You know what I'm saying? And that's in any industry, from politics to you know fitness. You need supporters to back your movement, to help you push or keep you motivated to keep doing it, because everything that we do is a service to the people, whether we want to believe it or not. You know, y'all being here today is a service to you guys, to make sure that y'all are putting your information out on a platform that's going to help you, you know, get more people to service. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole goal, being able to service the world and give people an opportunity to speak on it. Like that's how we came up with that.
Speak on whatever that
Speak
they involved in, and
You know what I'm saying?
it's not just artists, because we get a lot of artists in us, not a lot of entrepreneurs, and I think because it's radio, people think that that's all you want to do is advertise music. Music is great. That's a form of art. We love it. But at the end of the day, you know, music helps a lot of these entrepreneurs do what it is that they do. If you go back to it, a lot of entrepreneurs when they getting ready to, you know, to whether if they're a speaker, they listening to music, you know, or you know, like you guys are fitness, so I'm pretty sure y'all got music. Y'all gotta have your music to get through your day. So we figured, you know, having a music platform will bring everyone together, and hopefully we can, you know, have a big event where all entrepreneurs and all music, you know, artists can be in one place and show their talent, whether it's you know, dancing, whether it's, you know, rapping, or if you just a builder, you own a construction company and you a builder, you know, at the end of the day, everybody needs somebody. You know, I hate when people be like, I don't need nobody to get back in shape. I don't need this. I don't need nobody to do it. Nah, everybody needs somebody. You can sit here and
Put the pride down,
right.
you know?
You see, your pride. Your pride is just too. It's too much. Those people I like to keep away from me. I don't need nobody. I could do this by myself. Not really. Well, I wouldn't been able to do No Sugar Radio by myself. I've been in radio since college. I've been doing radio, you know, for a while, but you know, not at this platform to where I actually built my own radio station. I've had radio shows on other people's radio station, but not an actual radio station of my own. So, you know, it's always good to team up and partner up with different individuals, you know, and just see the creativity. You never know what you start thinking about, things that you never thought about before, you know, just because you involved yourself, you know. So I might say, oh, I don't even, you know, I don't like doing wall sits, but you might have a fun way of doing it. And then, like, oh, shit, Mike does it good, you know, or I don't like doing military press because I don't like that extra neck thing. That's my big thing. I don't like this extra, like, damn, I'm gay. I don't want to look like a fucking, like, like I'm trying to be a man shit. Like, because I hated military press because it started to form this. And the women in my family are very muscular up top. So we don't have to do too much lifting in order to get the broad show because we already have it. So when I'm military pressing, this forms quick, and I'm like, ew, I don't want to be out like that. Like, now I'm looking like Stone Cold. Like I'm got an extra neck. Like no, so but she might have a better way of me doing it. Maybe I was just holding the bar too wrong. Maybe I was doing it wrong. My positioning wasn't wrong. So you know, just
more reps.
Right, just get involved with more people who are doing things outside of what you do. Like I'm big on that. So I'm glad that, you know, the platform is here so that way we can all see what you guys do, and then hopefully we can get No Sugar Radio at work out with you or
Yeah,
did.
anyway.
Y'all gonna form
Just come
something
out to
together.
the
That
the
March
event.
Y'all
March
gonna-
event, we might
It's
very
March
well
10th
cover
at
it.
Results
You know,
Fitness
we'll come
in
in and
Capitol
cover
Heights,
it
Maryland,
and
March
show.
Now we gotta force them to get something together. I want to do something with the both of y'all. I want to be able to. I
This
want
is
to
your
fucking.
chance.
I want.
We got the
I
event.
mean, this is your
No,
chance.
but is it y'all event? Y'all.
It's our event.
Yeah,
It's my
that's what they
event.
talking
Oh.
about. So
oh,
yeah.
okay, all right. Don't-
Yeah, we're gonna come out there to cover and make
Some
sure that we
ongoing
get
shit.
some attention going on, because I mean that's how you do it, and then you interview the
Exactly.
people that are there. You know, you do customer service surveys. Y'all know how that go.
Exactly.
We get some customer service surveys going on right there in the interview. Hey, how'd you like this on a scale of 0 through
Exactly.
10, 10 being the best thing you've ever done in your life?
like they
You
work
know what I'm
me
saying?
out.
Would you refer this to somebody else?
Yes,
If you
yes.
know, these are the questions you ask your customers to make
Exactly.
sure that they're coming back and that they're getting the best service. So you know what I'm saying? That's nothing for us to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What day is that? That's a Saturday.
That's a Saturday from 12
Yeah,
to 2.
I think
And
I'm
Results Fitness,
working or
come
something. I
out.
don't know.
Oh, that's working.
Ain't
I
working.
think
Come
I'm
on.
working or something. I
Yeah,
don't
that-
know.
You
that's-
is the boss, so let me talk to the boss. Boss, we're not working.
Yeah,
I think
that,
I'm working or something. Nah, I don't know about
that
that.
definitely sounds like a plan. We
We're
can
just trying to
definitely
have a
do
lot
that.
of people in the community
What
come
date is
out,
it? The 10th,
fitness.
right?
Yeah, the 10th. Come
What
out
day it falls on, you said?
The 10th,
10th.
March 10th.
March 10th.
Which is
At 12.
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
All right.
And then it can also be a
12 to
network
2.
opportunity, you know?
Yeah, because you don't know what these people working out do. Somebody might
Are
show
y'all
up
like
there and they
selling
might be.
tickets or like how is that?
Well, yeah, it's $10 at the door.
Uh-huh.
If you want to buy some tickets on Eventbrite, just hit up
God,
my link
Eventbrite,
on
look at that.
Facebook. And
Free water
Go
or
from
we gotta
there.
bring your own water?
no, free water, free
Okay.
snacks, you know,
Got free
fruits.
snacks. Y'all buying fruits and veggies and stuff.
Of course.
Y'all going to the swap meet, to the what's that, the flea market? Y'all going to the vegetable? Y'all going to get the vegetables and you gonna cut it up yourself?
Yeah.
You gonna put love into this?
I'm gonna put love into
This
it.
is
Wait,
y'all's
you
baby.
you gonna be chopping up food and stuff?
The real vegetables, like the fruits and
like
stuff.
carrots and stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
For the fruit tray.
yeah,
Oh, you're gonna have a fruit tray.
yeah. She gonna
Okay.
do it herself, not buy it. Like make the tray. Like,
She's not gonna do that.
you
How
like,
you know what I'm gonna do?
I don't believe that. I
Yeah.
don't believe that.
That's
I
cool.
don't believe
That's-
that.
I want
at
to eat
all.
some carrots she chopped up. I don't know about y'all.
I don't
Carrots
believe
are good.
she's gonna- I don't believe she's
We might
gonna
have
do that.
sis make something, a vegan dish.
Oh.
Okay.
You seem blamed.
Yeah, vegan dish. I'm telling you, this vegan thing has got me my interest is
So,
peaked.
do you guys prep your meals or eat healthy, or how does that
I-
work? Because you
some-
always on a road tide. Do you eat a lot of fast food?
I don't like when you be
Oh,
calling me out. I'm going to a song.
Why?
I'm going to a song. I'm going to a track.
I don't like when you
Nah, I'll answer it after the next track. Though. Like, I'll answer after the next track though. But what was the question so I can remind?
Basically, do you prep your meals because you always on the go, or do you eat out a lot of fast food, or does your girl have your meals ready, or how does that work?
Well, I answer that shit now. I eat
Answer
fast food all the time. Nah. When I get a chance, I like to prep, but I don't know if I'm doing the correct portions or because I don't eat pork, I don't eat beef. I just eat chicken, turkey, and fish, and I love rice. So I guess that's
What
a
kind of
feature.
rice? Sticky rice or?
I just love like white rice. Like I'm a rice eater. Like I'm a rice eater. So I don't know if I'm doing the correct portions, but when I'm with Babe, she definitely makes sure that I'm eating cooked meals because she knows that I'm always out doing something. So she knows that I'm not eating properly. Like so. She's always on me like, you're not eating properly, you're not drinking water. So I get a text message every day, all day, like, are you drinking
So
water?
that's
Are
good. You got
eating?
somebody
Are
who cares about you. Your
Right,
health.
right.
AP.
That's what's up.
Right, I got an AP.
So you in there?
I don't
You
know
in
who
there.
that hooked up, though.
But I can say that I am hard headed. Like I am hard headed. So certain things that I like, everybody loves mama cooking, but mommy ain't gonna give you everything that's healthy. Like so when you go in and you see like, damn, man, you making them turkey wings?
That's why I
Shit,
don't go
like,
home. I swear I don't
damn,
go
like,
home.
and then it's like when you go home, you gotta prepare, you gotta talk to your whole body. Like, listen, I need you to pay attention to life, health. You start preaching, but then you see the sweet potato pie there, and you like,
a little bit ain't gonna hurt.
But since we're here, we're talking about fitness. We're gonna go back to that. In our community, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease is oh my god.
that runs in my family, so that's why I'll be trying.
Our parents knowing this, why do they keep cooking this? Our grandmas, they know that this stuff is killing us, has been, will continue to be, giving us high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attacks at a young age, and it's because of the food.